Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Web3 Quick Buy podcast, the show where we jam to the latest bits in the decentralized world and chat with some of the brilliant minds in the industry. I'm your host, Olabisi, and in today's episode, we are diving deep on leveling up your personal branding to position yourself as an in-demand Web3 marketing expert. So whether you're a total blockchain newbie or a crypto OG, you will learn proven strategies to showcase niche expertise and land awesome gigs. So what do you say? Let's do this. As we all know, Web3 is exploding with opportunities in crypto, NFTs, metaverse, and more. But the skills gap is massive. Brands, founders, want marketers who actually understand decentralized tech. And today, we are going to map out exactly how to spotlight your knowledge on resumes, LinkedIn profiles, interviews, and beyond. I will use real examples of effective positioning. And on this episode, you will also learn key terminology to weave in naturally, how to quantify metaverse campaign results, ways to demonstrate thought leadership through publishing and speaking, and tips for crafting a compelling value proposition. So, what do you say? We get right into it. And I must say that if you're listening to this episode right now, you are going to learn a lot. You don't necessarily have to be a Web3 marketer before you pick out some points, before you pick out some tips and tactics that I'll be sharing in today's episodes, because they really come in handy for you, regardless of whatever industry you are in the Web3 space. So, first, let's level up your personal Web3 branding by sharing some effective stellar examples of positioning yourself as a Web3 marketer. Let's start with this first example. Let's meet Sarah. Sarah has NFT community manager on her LinkedIn title. A LinkedIn headline summarizes proven experience as managing communities of over 50k members across Discord and Twitter for multiple NFT brands. When you see Sarah's LinkedIn summary and headline, what does this tell you? This shows you direct relevance to our work experience and skills. Let's look at the second example. Let's look at Noah, who states he led metaverse activation delivering over 500,000 virtual impressions on his digital marketing manager resume. He also needs skills like decentralized and sandbox platform expertise. If you are a recruiter, if you're a founder, if you are someone who wants Noah to join your team and you see these on his resume, what does this tell you? It tells you that Noah has concrete evidence and he has testaments to his experience. He has proof, he has the backing to show that he doesn't only talk the talk, he walks the walk. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's take another example again. Deborah published a beginner's guide to crypto influencer marketing, an article that demonstrates her knowledge. She shares data like the top crypto personalities. This is how Deborah established a niche through thought leadership. Anyone who come across sees that content, who come across that article, sees Deborah as someone who really knows what she's doing, who really understands what she's doing, and she has established a niche as a thought leader in the Web3 industry. Let's look at another example. John Doe has crypto copywriter in his LinkedIn title and headline. His About section clearly summarizes Web3 writing experience. This does what? This quickly signals his niche skills. Anyone who is looking to hire a crypto copywriter and sees John Doe's LinkedIn headline and his summary, or immediately, automatically understands and knows that John is a crypto copywriter. Jane Smith's resume includes her NFT brand strategist position at a crypto startup. A resume of Avi quantifies results like grew Discord members 300%. This is a powerful proof because she has quantified her results while working with that crypto startup. And lastly, let's look at Bob. Bob states he's an expert in metaverse marketing in his LinkedIn introduction. He also shares posts reviewing major brand virtual world campaigns. This also establishes Bob as a thought leader, just like Deborah. So you see, all these examples I've just mentioned, they are specific and quantified examples that makes the above imaginary people I just mentioned, that makes their Web3 expertise unmistakable, because you already know what it is they do, you already know their skills, you already know what they're bringing to the table, and you can see from their past experience what they've been able to achieve and what they've been able to achieve while working with other companies or while working on other projects. So by directly stating their Web3 specialties upfront and demonstrating expertise, these marketers instantly stand out. And trust me, if you're an HR person or you're a recruiter listening to this episode right now, you know what I'm saying. You will want to work with any of these people that I just mentioned. You want to interview them and get more information out of them and look at the possibility of them joining your team than someone else who just has a generic title without having a backup, without having proof, without coming across as a thought leader. So, now that I've given us examples on how to position ourselves as a Web3 marketer in the space, now let's get into tactics. Tactics are highly important, and in all my episodes, I cannot do without sharing tips and tactics that will help you position yourself as a Web3 marketing expert. So, the first is, I need you to forget generic titles like marketing guru. Anyone can be a marketing guru. Someone who just finished the 3-hour YouTube course can just go on their LinkedIn or their resume and put marketing guru. Anyone can be a marketing guru. A marketing guru is just so generic. It's just a typical generic title. Why don't you go with titles like crypto growth hacker or buzzworthy NFT community manager? How does that sound to you? You have two candidates. Someone has a marketing guru and someone has crypto growth hacker. Tell me, which person will you want to talk to more? Which person will you like to learn more about their experience and what they've done over the years? We already know the answer. So you need to make your niche Web3 skills crystal clear. If you're a crypto copywriter, state it there. State it there explicitly. Let whoever needs to see what you're doing, let them know. And they don't have to rank that. Okay, this person is like, what exactly does this person do in the Web3 space? You have to be clear. If you're looking to position yourself as an expert in your industry, you're looking to attract people to see you, you need to be clear about what you do. You need to make your skills crystal clear. And the second one is, quantify everything on your resume, not just managed metaverse activations. Anyone can manage metaverse activation, but to make it sound like you really know what you're doing, you can put it like this. Grew virtual world users 420% through metaverse campaigns. You need to prove and you need to show that you can deliver results. Then publish that thought leadership. Publish it. Don't just share others' articles or repost other people's articles. Publish your own. Create guides. For example, you can create a guide like how I generated 100 Ethereum through my NFT art in 2 weeks. People will want to read. People will want to know how you did it. They want to read about how your experience was, how you were able to generate it, what were the tricks you used, what were the tips, what were the tactics. They will want to learn. And publishing articles like that, thought leadership articles like that, it establishes your expertise. It shows that you really know what you're doing. And also drop that crypto lingo accurately. I'm talking seamlessly weaving in terms like REKT, gas fees, DeFi, diamond hands, and of course, HODL, hold on to their life. Only through Web3 wizards speak this language. I mean, why are you in Web3 if you don't understand this lingo? Why are you in Web3 if you cannot weave those terms into your content, into your post, into whatever, into your resume or anything? So why are you in Web3 if you don't understand this lingo and you can't weave them? You can't weave the terms perfectly. You get where I'm going to. And also, you need to attend conferences and network in real life. There are zillions of virtual Web3 events, but when you are really going to meet people and network and grow yourself, is at authors in real life Web3 events. So step out of virtual Web3 events and attend real life events that will let you flex your Web3 muscles. If you have the knowledge, you have the idea, and you're just sitting at home waiting for the next virtual event, why don't you at least attend a real life event and meet with people, collect business cards, connect with the movers and shakers in the space? Who knows, you have a startup idea, you probably meet your next investor at this event, probably meet your co-founder. And get what I'm saying? I am not saying virtual Web3 events are bad, they are not, but real life events is where it happens, is where it is happening. And also follow all the Web3 OGs. Things move so fast in this space. Things move so fast in the industry. You need to always stay updated. You need to always be constant. You need to know how things move fast in this industry. Follow Web3 OGs. I'm talking Gary V, Vitalik, the ETH founder, and other top Web3 OGs. You need to become a ruthless Web3 news consumer. You need to. There's no escaping it. You have to always stay updated. You have to always be on your toes. You have to always know how things goes in these industries, or else you'll be left behind. And then when you are left behind, you have to start racking your head, cracking your brain, or where to start from, how to go about it, blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying? And also, craft your value proposition by explaining why you are the rainbow rare Charizard or Web3 marketers everyone wants to acquire. You need to go hard on your unique value proposition at all times. You need to go hard. You need to always be your own ambassador. You need to show these people why you are good at what you do. You need to show these people why you are the best. And always show off your best Web3 work samples. Let your campaigns, your copywriting, and your analytics report highlight your expertise. I mean, you can lie about every other thing, but numbers don't lie. Whatever it is, the successful campaign you've worked on, have a copy of the data, have a copy of your analytics results, and show it off. Show off. There's no, I'm keeping things to myself in this industry. No. There's someone out there who needs you on their team. There's someone out there who needs your expertise on their team. They show off what you've done. Show off those work samples. And also collect digital badges like Pokemon cards. I'm not saying you should go collect Pokemon cards, but it's a reference to connecting digital badges like Web3 certifications to back your skill. You have the skill, no doubt, but then you need to have something to back it up. There are courses, like Blockchain Council, they have a course. Coursera, they have a course. There are courses on Udemy. Todd Academy is also a place where you can learn about Web3, especially if you're Web3 marketing. And you just have to show that, yes, you have the skills and you also have the certifications to back it up. And why if you do not have a job yet and then you're still in the space looking to land your next gig, you can volunteer. You can volunteer your expertise to Web3 non-profits and communities. You give back. Giving back looks great on profiles. When people see that you volunteer and you're consistent at it and you'll be able to do this over the years, it looks great on your profile. Also looks great on your resume. I mean, it's a win-win situation. You have nothing to lose and you have a lot to win. And lastly, always use crypto terminology accurately. I know I said it's important for you to understand the lingo, but then it's one thing to also learn how to use it accurately. Learn the lingo inside out. And so you use them at the right place, at the right time, and you're not saying the wrong thing when you should actually be saying something else. Now that we have an idea of top positioning tips, so let's talk about how to use these tips effectively. Let's start with learning and using key terminology. So, learn key terminology. Become fluent. How do you learn key terminology? 1. You become fluent in important crypto blockchain terms like HODL, gas fees, wallet, mining, staking, altcoin, etc. Also use terminology accurately and seamlessly in profiles, content, and conversations. To signal what? To signal you know the lingo. Stay on top of new vocabulary as Web3 evolves. Metaverse, NFT, DAOs, DApp, etc. You always need to stay on top of new vocabularies. And resources like CoinMarketCap Glossary can actually help strengthen your knowledge when it comes to key terminology in the Web3 space. Now, let's talk about how to quantify Metaverse campaign results for people who are Metaverse experts and are listening to this episode right now. This is how you can that will help with your brand positioning. First, share concrete metrics like number of users or avatars required, virtual impressions, and interactions generated, items purchased. Always compare performance to other branded virtual world activations to demonstrate its success. Highlight influencer partnerships secured or viral moments achieved through experiential tactics. All this information are needed and it needs to be documented. If you are looking to land your next gig and need to position yourself as a Web3 marketer, detail technical integrations like digital wallets and virtual goods capabilities. So right now in this space, for people looking to hire, it doesn't even matter what role you're applying for, either technical or not technical. They want to know if you understand how to use basic things in the Web3 space. They need to understand if you know how to go about it. You don't want to hire someone that you have to start teaching basic things in the space. And thirdly, how do you demonstrate thought leadership? What? Publish guides, case studies, or insights on Medium, LinkedIn, etc. Always establish your own point of view. Last year, I have been working as a consultant on NFT projects, consulting for Web3 project. But last year, I got my first full-time gig with a blockchain gaming company because of a LinkedIn post, because of a LinkedIn article I wrote, which established me as a thought leader. That was how I got a full-time job with a blockchain gaming company last year. Can also happen to you. People are coming on LinkedIn every day to look for talent, to source for talent. So if you're the type like me that is shy and tired of sending cold emails, or you are you started to get anxious from sending too many resumes, I think this is the time where you need to go back to the drawing line and start creating value. Then you start creating value, people want to be associated with that value you are creating, and they really will reach out to you. So that is also another important way to demonstrate thought leadership. You publish guides, case studies, or insights on Medium, LinkedIn, etc. You establish your own point of view. You speak at conferences and meetups to showcase your knowledge. You start a Web3 focused blog, newsletter, and podcast. You become an info source. You also share data-driven takes on the space's growth and future. You also comment on developments and current events, highlighting your expertise. So that's that on demonstrating yourself as a thought leader in the Web3 space. I mean, guys, we've covered a ton of ground today. And with Web3 exploding, the time is now to position yourself as an expert. Quantifying work, publishing insights, learning lingo, networking, and clearly explaining your value. Trust me, in no time, you will stand out big time. Well, of course, you still need the actual Web3 marketing skills to back it up. But nailing your personal branding gives you that crucial edge with recruiters and clients. With Web3 exploding, there's no better time to level up your personal branding. So what are you still waiting for? You need to go out there and own your position as a successful and seasoned Web3 marketing wizard. And that's a wrap on today's episode, guys. Do you have any questions or feedback on today's episode? Don't hesitate to reach out to me on my social media platforms or send a mail to web3quickbites@gmail.com. You've enjoyed this episode, and please smash that subscribe button for more decentralized wisdom on any podcast platform of choice to be notified about upcoming episodes. See you next week. Bye.